Hi guys, Hangy here from Esperino, and today I thought I'd do something a little bit different and do a recent pickup video of some games I picked up for my collection. With all the sales going on at the moment, given it's the end of financial year, there's a lot of bargains to be had, and here are some of my more recent purchases. First up, I picked up for the Nintendo DS Salatorobo Red the Hunter. Now, this received a fairly limited print run in Australia and wasn't that easy to find, but for some strange reason, there's been quite a few of them circulating around at the moment, and they're actually going quite cheaply now. I managed to grab this for under $10. It's actually $9 on sale, and it is brand new and immaculate. Comes with the manual, and it also, you can see there, it's just a European version of the game disc. But yeah, it's in perfect shape, and I always like to have the Australian versions with the Australian ratings, which is quite nice. And you can see there on the side. So that's one of the first things I picked up, just a DS title. Next up, I picked up Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask for the Nintendo 3DS. I've got most of the Professor Layton titles from the DS already, so I've actually been putting this on hold for a little bit since these Nintendo titles tend to be quite expensive, and I actually found this one for I believe $23, which is relatively cheap. And oddly enough, it was actually stick it as pre-owned, but I picked it up and had a closer look at it, and it did come with the manual, and also comes with the Club Nintendo code, which surprisingly hasn't been entered. So you can even see there, the disc is an Australian version with the AUS, and the manual's in pretty much perfect shape, which is quite a surprise for something which is considered to be pre-owned. But yeah, really good condition game, and again, relatively cheap for what it was. The other 3DS title I picked up was one really hard to find one, Tales of the Abyss for Nintendo 3DS. This had a fairly limited distribution in Australia, and yeah, this one is the PAL version, which generally usually get restickered with a PG down below here, but this one wasn't in this case. And you can see there it's in really good nick, and again, comes with the Club Nintendo code, and also a really perfect condition manual, and the 3DS disc, of course. But yeah, another great title, and picked it up for $19. So you can't really go wrong with a Tales game for $19. These were pretty hard to find in Australia. Don't know about now, you might be able to get them for a cheaper price, but initially they were pretty much impossible to get a hold of. I actually asked around at a few different stores, and no store actually had it, so yeah, it's great to finally have one of these as well. For the PlayStation 3, I picked up a Way of the Samurai 4. Again, this one had a fairly limited print run, given it's the Australian version. But yeah, it's out there, and I don't think it's exactly one of those games that a lot of people are out looking for, so it does make it a little bit easier to get a hold of. This one only cost me $15, and it's again in really good shape. I tend to always check them just before I buy them, just to make sure the manual's in there and it's complete. And this, again, for $15, you really can't go wrong for a PS3 title. The Way of the Samurai is one of those niche titles, you either love it or you hate it, and in this case it's I don't think I've got Way of the Samurai 3, but anyway, so we'll just jump into number 4. I was searching around in the PS3 section, and I found an Anarchy Reigns limited edition for the PlayStation 3. Now, this game isn't that old in my opinion, it's actually a pretty good game too, so it was a bit weird to find it stickered for $9, especially for a brand new version. This one, again, comes with the DLC content, where you can unlock Bayonetta as a playable character. Game disc is in great shape, manual's in great shape and also included, so for $9, even if you play it for a few hours, it's still worth it. But yeah, another great title to add to the collection, Anarchy Reigns. If you haven't had a chance to play it, I'd suggest you give the demo a go, and it's fast-paced action, loads of fun. Just give it a crack if you haven't already bought it or played it. Also found a copy of Mind Jack, which I know not a lot of people like, but for $4 you really can't go wrong. Again, Mind Jack is complete manual and game disc, and this one's in really good shape. I've heard some interesting things about its online components, so I was kind of curious just to see how it all plays out, particularly since it's only $4. But if you have played Mind Jack, let me know what you think of the game in the comments down below. I also found a copy of Boom Street. Now, Boom Street is a collaboration between Square Enix and Nintendo, and it's a interesting take on a board game. Now, just kind of came out towards the end of the Wii life cycle, so it kind of came and went. So if you missed it, you probably might have had a harder time finding it unless they were going out on clearance. This one again was relatively cheap. I managed to get this for $14, and yeah, complete again, manual, game disc, $14 for a Nintendo title. Yeah, there's a few more Wii titles I'm still missing for my collection, but that's one less title now. So, onto the Wii U. Now, my Wii U collection is pretty sparse. There really isn't much to play on my Wii U. I've got a few titles, but not that many, so I really wanted to expand on the collection a little bit. I managed to get a hold of Mass Effect 3, the special edition, and this was only $13 for the Wii U version, and that's brand new. $13 brand new. Comes with a manual, disc, and yeah, you know, this is also the Aussie version. You can see there. For $13, there's another title for the Wii U, which I have had a chance to play a little bit of. It's pretty good with the gamepad. I'm not too sure though if you've already played the PlayStation 3 version or the Xbox 360 version. There's enough content here to justify purchasing it again, but if you haven't, $13, good price. Okay, so also for the Wii U, picked up Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. So this is the enhanced version of Arkham City, and this was also a launch title for the Wii U. Again, it was the same price, $13, and this one incorporates the gamepad, the Wii U gamepad, quite heavily. It's actually a really good game, particularly the gamepad incorporated into it. The one thing that I will have to say is there's really, when I first started it and the game and Alfred started talking to me through the gamepad, I didn't have the volume switched up and I couldn't understand why the subtitles was coming across, and there was interaction as if I was hearing something but I wasn't hearing anything. So make sure you turn on the sound for the gamepad, because Alfred will speak to you through the gamepad and not through the TV, so it does kind of clear things up. Once you get past that little hiccup, everything will make sense, and it's a great game. Couple of slowdowns or in the frame rates, but apart from that, it's good port or good conversion over to the Wii U, and a good title to add to your Wii U collection. Lastly, this one has been a long time coming. I've seen Zombie U for sale so many times. It went from $29 to $19, and even at $19 I was pretty tempted. It dropped down to $15. I was still really tempted, but finally when it actually hit $9, that's when I decided to buy it, and this is brand new again. Zombie U, brand new Australian version. Comes with, actually I'm not sure what that is. Looks like it's like a map. Comes with a map and the manual. So yeah, 100% complete, and yeah, the game got really good reviews, but for some strange reason it hasn't really maintained its value. Maybe they produced too many of them. Maybe they thought more people were going to buy the Wii U and they didn't. But for whatever the case is, $9 for the Zombie U, it does make good use of the gamepad. I did have a chance to play it prior to its launch, and it was pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see how far this game can actually take it. It was quite challenging for me. I'm not too sure about other people that had a chance to play it, but yeah, I struggled with this one. But yeah, that's pretty much all my recent pickups. So just to recap, there's Zombie U, Batman Arkham City Armored Edition, Mass Effect 3 Special Edition, Boom Street for the Wii U, Mind Jack, Anarchy Reigns, limited edition for the PS3, Way of the Samurai 4 for the PS3, Tales of the Abyss for the 3DS, Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask for the 3DS, and Solo Torobo Red the Hunter. Let me know if you've enjoyed this recent pickup video and which of these titles you already own or maybe you'd like to add to your collection. Thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up or comment down below. And also don't forget to subscribe for more video game videos and unboxings. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time. Bye.